What an interesting last 24 hours it has been for the Helldivers. The bots were hacked and had a massive system-wide reboot. We saw liberation rates, the likes that we have never seen. The Galactic War was paused, which lands us back at today and what is happening now within the game. In case you want to support the channel, the easy and free way is to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. And let's hit those drop pods and get locked in to all the latest from Helldivers. Okay, much the same as yesterday's video, today's video is going to be completely unscripted. I have just a few precious moments here to post this video. The IRL job schedule is just screaming my name today. So yeah, we're going to take a look at just a few of the updates since yesterday and that historic first ever pausing of the Galactic War in Helldivers history. And we're going to take a look at everything that has happened since then. Now, one of my big concerns, because I'm always concerned about player numbers, this is me personally, as I went and took a look at SteamDB. This is probably a shot that I took about 30 minutes ago, maybe 45 minutes ago. And this is only based on the PC player counts, but you can see there's just a little over 40K players in the game right now. So did the player counts overall take a little bit of a hit? Yes, they did. I'll explain a little bit more of that in just a moment. But overall, we seem to be a pretty resilient bunch right now. Everyone's enjoying the game. Unfortunately, it looks like what we experienced is going to carry into the weekend, and I don't think we're going to see those astronomical, chasing up to 100,000 concurrent players on Steam player counts based on what I'm seeing right now in the game. But let's next hop over to the Galactic map. So when you first log in today, you're going to be met with this new dispatch trying to explain all of the craziness from yesterday as disinformation. And it says, "High Command would like to inform all personnel that nothing out of the ordinary has happened in the past 24 hours. Oh, but it has. The fight for managed democracy has continued in an inspiring but entirely expected manner." Okay. Personnel who believe they have experienced or witnessed any sort of anomalous occurrences may be suffering from Illuminate mind influence. Yeah, everything you saw yesterday was down to the Illuminate. Damn those squid. And should report themselves for psychological screening immediately. And also, once we hop over here to the Galactic map, you can see just under 53K divers total. But yeah, this is the fallout from all of that territory we gained yesterday. We've now got this major order on lockdown, and it's just under 2 days to go. So this is going to take us into the weekend, and we probably won't see another major order till possibly Monday. And that's going to really affect, I believe, our diver numbers, because at this point, we finished it up. We've got 𝗏𝗏𝗏 under our control. We've got 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗏. We've got 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 3 and Charon Prime and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 7. And by the way, I did all that off the top of my head. I'm kind of impressed today. And it looks like we're continuing on to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And it's 1% enemy resistance rates. And since I had actually recorded it, this is one area that I wanted to highlight because I know I've seen the devs mention it. I've seen Discord members asking about it, and it has to do with what could potentially be done with the Democracy Space Station, the DSS, our Death Star, that we spent months accumulating all those resources and donating things to make this thing happen. And then the first iteration was just a team-killing machine. They've since reworked it. But here's one of the big issues, and I think I'm going to express what I believe a lot of you have with it, and it's the fact that, number one, these effects take far too long to come back off of cooldown. Right now, and I didn't show you the screen, the current voting wants to send it to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is a liberation campaign, and we're about to get Eagle Storm online, which assists in defense campaigns. Now, putting the Death Star over a planet has small passive effects, but that's a real issue with this thing, is that we can't get the effects active at the times that we need them for the various campaigns, whether it be liberation or defense. And furthermore, and this is definitely the area that I would direct if I was in charge of the dev team to tackle first, it would be to sync up the actions when they come in off of cooldown, when they start, and I would sync that up with the FTL jumps themselves. We could have 𝗙𝗲𝗄𝗏 come online, and by the way, I'm not looking at the timer right now, but it could come online while we're currently orbiting over a planet we fully control, and it's completely useless at that point. And then we eventually make the FTL jump, and we've only got a few hours left after spending all of those resources to make this thing work. So the fact that we need these actions to come back off of cooldown much sooner, and number two, we need them to sync perfectly with our FTL jumps so that when the Death Star arrives in orbit, the action kicks off and they are paired in a 1-to-1 ratio. But as always, I would love to get your feedback on this. I know the Death Star is kind of one of those on again, off again topics, but definitely chime in. How would you handle the misuse or just the general indifference that players have right now to the DSS? Drop me a comment and let me know. Switching gears and hopping back over to the Galactic War, and this time we're over here on the Helldivers Companion app, and you can see kind of the carnage of everything that went down yesterday. So really, if you take a look at it, we have almost 21,000 divers right now on 𝗲𝗏𝗏, and we're only taking it at about 2% an hour. That's at a 1% decay rate that we're facing right there. Bug divers seem to be hitting Fact Bay and Force, but there's less than 10,000 of those. We also have almost 9,000 divers over on Alamac 7 taking on the Squid. So if anything, I think the major fallout from yesterday and everything that went down, and then of course the pausing of the Galactic War, is it has fractured the divers once again into three factions: squid, bugs, or bots. And with the fact that that major order is now in the bag, unless Joel were to do something crazy over the weekend, it's basically given divers a little less impetus to basically log in and spend some time with it. They're like, hey, this one's in the bag, I'll go ahead and rest a little bit, take some R&R, and then I'll return on late Sunday, Monday, and see what the damage is. And finally, I wanted to take a look inside of the official Helldivers Discord for any dev responses. Of course, we know that the CEO, Shams Jorjani, instantly logged in yesterday and was basically putting on a dog and pony show with the player base and the Discord base over there, especially once the Galactic War paused. Nothing of real substance was discussed there, but we saw this one response that I wanted to highlight here from 𝗬𝗏𝗏, one of the community team members, who was answering this question that was asked. It says, please make it so you only get MO rewards for participation and not allow people to sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen the dev team respond to this and answer this definitively in the past, but 𝗬𝗏𝗏 did answer this again. We want to be generous with players not actively playing the game or choosing to play their own way, but I reckon there's a deeper problem where we need better encouragement for players participating with the MOs. Having 100% participation means the MOs will always be won though, and that introduces other issues. Again, this is an excellent question for chat. How would you handle this specific issue of rewards versus when you logged in versus did you actually participate in the MO? Now, we've seen developers and we've seen community members and managers speak to this question in the past, that as long as a player had logged in within a specific period of time, right around when this campaign or MO or free reward was coming out, they would receive it. So, I mean, just as an example, we've seen players running around with the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Creek cape on, but they never stepped foot on MC. But they had logged into the game within a 2-month period for when that cape was rewarded. So, yeah, I think this is a touchy subject, but again, feedback always appreciated. Let me know down in the comment section below. Unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today. Covered a few different subjects in there. The TLDR is that we are back to normal in the Galactic War. We've got just a little under 2 days to go on the timer. Barring anything crazy coming our way from Joel, we're going to win this one. We will have protected those feeble youths. We will have earned the MD8 gas mines, and I guess we reset and go from there on Monday. But man, this is going to make a hell of a story in Helldivers history, right? Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. All my socials, including links to all of today's sources, can of course be found down in the video description. Until the next one, this is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏